Hey guys, this is Not Lammers of Invoked 101. Welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at a hero deck profile. This is one that me and TCG Cardcast have been working on a little bit together, and if you want to see his build, he uses the evil heroes. This is not using like a Dusted Gold and Malicious Bane. That's not what mine uses. I believe his does. You can check that out. I'm going to put a link to it either in the description or as an iCard, so if you want to check that out, you can. This version doesn't use that, but this is a hero deck profile that we've been working on for a little bit, and it's this new kind of like hero OTK type thing that uses the new Link monster out of Dual Power. So, and I think it's pretty good. It's able to spit out a few different fusion monsters, and it also gives you access to different fusion monsters as well that you normally wouldn't have access to. So with that said, before we get into the deck profile, if you're interested in supporting the channel or you like what we do here, down in the description there's a link to our Patreon, our Teespring, our Cashapp, our Ko-fi, and our Discord. So if you feel like supporting the channel, that's how to do it. You can check out all those links, like I said, down in the description below. We also have a thing going with Sudden Calamity, so if you want some really cool anime stickers, he does some, and you can get 20% off using my code Invoked101. Alright, we're going to set these spells and traps and extra deck off to the side, and we're going to get right into the main deck monsters. Zoom in just a touch. Alright, of course, the first guy in the deck is 3 Stratos. This is like he's literally the bread and butter of the deck. This is such a good card. Searches any of your hero monsters once per turn. It also pops back row if you need it to. And it's overall just a really, really good card. It also has 1800 attack, so it has a pretty decent little stat line on him. Next up is 3 Solid Soldier. Solid Soldier is another really good hero monster. I know I've seen some people not play 3, I've seen 2, but I really think 3 is where it's at, because he can special summon any level 4 or lower hero from the hand when he's normal summoned. And then when he's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you get to special summon a hero from the graveyard, which is really, really cool and really helpful a lot of the times. Especially when you use it to revive cards like Stratos or Shadow Mist. I'm not saying that like if you use Shadow Mist search effect you can just revive it and get mass change. You can't, but it is still really cool to do that. It can also special summon the Shadow Mist out of the hand to get the mass change. So really cool card. And 1 Liquid Soldier. This is the card that took me the longest to get, not gonna lie. But yeah, really cool card, mainly for the effect of when it's sent to the graveyard or banished for a fusion summon. You get to draw 2 and discard 1. This card is really good. It also, on normal summon, can revive a hero from the graveyard, but that effect doesn't come up as much. So, really cool card. But you can only use 1 effect per turn, which sucks. Like, you can't use both, unlike Solid Soldier. You have to pick one. We also play 3 Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist is really good. You can send it off of Fusion Destiny. You can send it off of the Ferris. You can send it off of... Oh, what's the other card that sends? You can send it off Foolish Burial. There's a few ways to get this card in the graveyard, which lets you search stuff, and then you can also special it, or I guess not, you can also, but you could special it and search Mass Change instead if you want to do that. So yeah, really cool card overall. And then some of the last E-Heroes, the last effect of E-Heroes we play is 2 Honest Neos, just for the effect of getting over stuff. So then we also play 1 Burstinatrix and 1 Avion. And the reason we play these is because we need targets to search off of the new extra hero. So these are the ones that I picked. They're different attributes. I guess you could play level 4 heroes. That might actually be a little better, but these are the ones that I had on hand, and this is what we had been talking about. So that's the ones I went with. And with that, that is it for the elemental hero part of this deck. Actually a pretty good chunk of the hero lineup. Then we also play the Vision Hero package, 3 Ferris, 2 Increase, and 1 Vion. If you don't know how this works, and I've seen, oh wait, hang on, you can't see the Vion. And if you don't know how the Vision Heroes work, basically what Ferris does is you discard a hero monster to special summon it, and then when it's special summoned, you can place one Vision Hero from your deck in your spell and trap zone as a continuous trap face up, which is Increase. Increase has the ability to tribute while it's in the back row, you can tribute a hero monster you control. It might just be a monster, but anyways, you can tribute something you control and special summon it, and then special summon one Vision Hero from your deck. And then Vion, as you know, when normal special summon sends a hero. Oh, this is the other way to send Shadow Mist. I forgot. I always remember it when I see him, but I always forget it when, like, Anyway, he can also search Polymerization. This is the main way we search Poly. So, really cool lineup of monsters right here. Just to get stuff. I've seen people play 2 Vion. If you want to play 2 Vion, you can. There actually is a card when we get to the Destiny Hero section of this deck that you could totally switch out for a second Vion in case you draw it. So for our D Hero section, we play 2 Malicious because he's at 2, RIP, but that's fine. 2 Malicious is all you need because you really just need to get the 1 out, even though it is nice to have 3, but whatever. 1 Plasma. Plasma is another really good search card for the deck. Not like, it's a good search target because it's a skill drain on legs, and with Dread Decimator and Sunrise on board, he does get pretty big. Then I'm also playing 1 Dynatag. This has become kind of standard for Destiny Heroes, just because you can send it, buff a Destiny Hero by 1,000, specifically Dystopia, and then Dystopia gets a pop, so that's pretty cool. I'm also playing 1 Decider. This is the card, if you wanted to, you could switch this for a second Vion. The reason I'm playing this is because if this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a hero monster from your graveyard to your hand during the end phase. So it lets you get a piece of recovery into your hand, specifically Moist Boy. So if you want to cut something or like play a second Vion, I recommend cutting the Decider. Yeah, like that's really it for that. But yeah, this is really all you need when it comes to the Destiny Heroes. You could play Celestial if you wanted to. I personally don't, just because like I don't see the big use of him. But I mean, just drawing cards. But I don't know. I don't think it's all that hype. Anyways, moving into the spells. We have 3 Emergency Call for obvious reasons. It's a non-once per turn Rhoda, so there's literally no reason to not play this, especially when we have such good search targets for it, such as Honest Neos, Stratos, and Solid Soldier. Like, this card is super good. Then I'm also playing A Hero Lives, mainly to summon Stratos for free. And then after that, I'm playing not just 3 Mass Change, but also a Mass Change 2. So I don't have 3 Fusion Destinies in this deck. I have 1. If you want to bump up the Fusion Destiny count, I recommend changing the Mass Change 2. This is just what I'm working with right now, and I've honestly preferred this in a weird way because all Fusion Destiny does is really give you an outlet for Malicious, like turn 1. But as I've been playing this deck, I found that Malicious actually gets in the graveyard pretty quickly, even without Fusion Destiny. So I haven't had too much of a problem with that. And then I'm playing 2 Polymerizations, mixed artworks because I'm a heathen, and 1 Miracle Fusion. We searched this off of Sunriser, so and this is kind of clutch to the combo. So, which I'll talk about when I get to the end of this video, or after I finish the deck part of this video. 1 Fusion Destiny, like I mentioned, I don't play 3. I have the 1, so you know. Yell at me in the comments. 2 Allures. These could also be Fusion Destinies if you really wanted them to. I'm playing them because they're a holdover, but I've honestly been fine with them. Like, there's not been a moment I haven't used this because I usually draw the Dynatag or Decider alongside this, and I just get rid of it. So that's fine. 1 Foolish Burial for the Malicious and 1 Rhoda because it searches the rest of the stuff that E-Call doesn't search. So there we go. That is it for the main deck. I believe it's 40 cards. It might be slightly under, slightly over, but moving into the extra deck, we'll start with the Elemental Heroes and then kind of move our way back into the Mast and Vision and whatever. So the first one we play, of course, is Sunriser. I've been talking about this dude. Sunriser needs 2 hero monsters with different attributes, which is super easy to accomplish in this deck because a lot of our heroes are just different attributes. But also because we're able to basically search out 2 heroes with different attributes for free using the new Link monster. But yeah, And then it says must be fusion summoned. Monsters you control gain 200 attack for each different attribute you control. And then it says you can only use each of the following effects of Sunrise once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add a Miracle Fusion from your deck to your hand. When an attack is declared involving another hero monster you control, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. So Sunrise is really cool, gives you a pop, also gives you a buff to all your heroes, and he starts out at 2,500 attack. So when he hits the field, he's 27. Pretty big boy. The other card that we play, and this is the other crucial card to the combo, is Elemental Hero Grand Merge. So it needs two hero normal monsters, which, as you saw, we're playing Avian and Burstinatrix. And the reason we can play this consistently is because we can search those cards. And this is the main reason that, like, if there was another, like, I think Clayman might be a level 4 normal as well. So, like, if you wanted to play Sparkman and Clayman, you could. But I think the other two are just better overall, as far as heroes go. Grand Merge has the effect of must be fusion summoned and gains attack and defense equal to the combined original levels of the materials used for its fusion summon times 300. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you contribute this card, special summon one elemental hero fusion monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions, but it can't attack monsters with equal or lower level than it. And we'll talk about what we summon off of this in a little bit. Basically, what Grand Merge does is he gives us another card that's a little better than him whenever he kills something in battle, and that is perfectly fine. You can actually see in his artwork, it's Sparkman, Avian, and Burstinatrix, which is really cool. Which is kind of weird because it says 2 hero normals, but it's a fusion of 3 heroes, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, this is a really cool card, and I'll talk about what we summon off of him later. Then we also have one Ab-Zero. This is for summoning Liquid Man. We use Liquid Man with this, and it just needs a hero and a water, so whatever hero you have in your hand, and Liquid Man, and you make this. Then we also play one E-Hero, The Shining. This doesn't come up nearly as much. If you were to cut a card from the extra deck, it would definitely be The Shining, especially since our Miracle Fusion target is now Grand Merge. So, yeah. So the target that we summon off of Grand Merge, and this is a little weird. We summon Contrast Hero Chaos. Now, when me and Cardcast were first building this, he was like, "Oh yeah, we summon Nebula Neos or Cosmo Neos off of it," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, that sounds good. Draw cards, negate some stuff, good." Then he started talking to me, and he's like, because one of my big problems that I always tell him with heroes is that they don't have a negate. Well, he goes, "Well, what if you summon Contrast Hero Chaos off of it?" I was like, "He's not an E-Hero." Then Cardcast reminded me, this card is always treated as an elemental hero card. So you can summon this off of Grand Merge because it's always an elemental hero, and Grand Merge ignores summoning conditions. So yeah, there was no reason not to play this one instead. So Contrast Hero Chaos says, while face up on the field, this card is also light attribute, which is really cool because it's a dark and a light. And then it says, during either player's turn, once per turn, you can target one face-up card on the field, negate that target's effects until the end of this turn. It has 3,026, only gets bigger next to Sunrise, and this is a nice little thing if you run something over in battle with Grand Merge to summon this one out instead. Because then it's a beater, it's a threat, and it's a negate. It's not the best negate, but it is a negate. So heroes still lose the Nibiru, but now they can effect Valor on any card your opponent controls during their turn. So super cool little tech choice that he found. Full credit to Cardcast for finding that one. Because I remember when we were first talking about it, I was like, well, you can Miracle Fuse it out, and then he brought that back up. So really cool on him. Then other targets, I'm playing one Destiny Hero Dystopia, and like I said, you could play Dangerous. Dangerous actually might be a little better, but I'm playing one Dystopia mainly for burn damage. This is just kind of the other heroes. So with the new Link monster, you have to reveal a hero fusion that has specific materials, and it can be any hero fusion. And usually it's Elemental Hero Wingman. I don't know what it was. I couldn't find a Wingman anywhere, anywhere around here. None of my friends had one. But one of my friends did have an Evil Hero Inferno Wing. So the reason you play Wingman instead is because you can actually summon Wingman if you need to. But like I said, I couldn't find one. So Inferno Wing is my target. I've never personally summoned Wingman. And also, if you go watch Cole's profile, if you go watch TCG Cardcast's profile, he plays Wingman instead, and he uses the other artworks for Burstinatrix and Avion. So, you know, we got to use the evil ones to match our evil hero. We got to use the bad ones. But yeah, it's kind of funny there. Then I'm also playing one Adoration because it's the generic hero fusion. And that's it for like miscellaneous hero fusions. As far as masked heroes go, I'm playing 2 Darklaw, mixed rarities because I'm a heathen, because you summon Darklaw a lot in this deck. 1 Acid because it allows you to go into, it allows you to do the combo with Absolute Zero where you completely nuke their board. Really cool card. I bought this for $2 at a regional, and I saw that it was $30 recently, and that's just ridiculous to me. But, you know, as it is, as it is. 1 Masked Hero Divine Wind. This is basically, so what happens is, if your Stratos gets effect veilered and you have mass change, you can mass change your Stratos into Divine Wind. And Divine Wind is actually kind of good. It has 2700 attack and can't be destroyed in battle, and your opponent can only attack with 1 monster during each battle phase. And then when this card destroys an opponent's monster and sends it to the graveyard, you get a draw card. There are no downsides to Divine Wind. It saves your Stratos, it's kind of annoying to deal with, it's big, and it draws cards. No downsides in my opinion. So alongside that, so we're also playing 1 Cross Crusader. That's it for the Masked Heroes and like other things, but we're also playing Cross Crusader because you kind of have to in Heroes. This brings back Malicious, attributes a monster to search a hero, which is really cool. So Cross Crusader is really good. And then we get to the new one, Extra Hero Infernal Devicer. This card is really cool and is really different. It is a fiend hero, so it's an evil hero essentially. And it says if this card is link summoned, and it needs 2 heroes, not 2 warriors, 2 heroes. If this card is link summoned, you can reveal a hero fusion monster in your extra deck, and if you do, add up to 2 of the fusion materials listed on that card with different names from your deck to your hand. You can't special summon monsters the turn you activate this effect except heroes. You can only use this effect of Extra Hero Infernal Devicer once per turn. Fiend monsters this card points to gain attack and defense equal to its level times 100. So the next effect, the bottom effect about Fiend monsters, doesn't really matter because we're not really summoning Fiend heroes. But the fact that you can just search Burstinatrix and Avion is really cool. And that's what makes the deck function. Then we also have 1 Dread Decimator, again for buffing up our heroes who are really tiny. And with that said, that is it for the deck. I like this deck. I think it's fun, it's different. And I think that's why I like it so much, because it is a really different deck profile. Like as far as playing heroes go, and it's neat. It's not your run-of-the-mill generic hero stuff. It's using the OG heroes. So if you're more of a fan of using the vanilla heroes, if you like the that kind of thing and playing those, you can definitely make use of Infernal Devicer using some of the more modern cards, and you can modify this because I believe the original version of this was actually used in Neospacians to do different things. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this deck in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And like I said, me and Cardcast kind of worked on this deck together, corroborating it and getting it all to a functioning position. So if you want to check out his, which uses the evil heroes, the evil hero engine, his will be down in the description. And while you're down there, feel free to check out all of our links if you like supporting the channel. Our Teespring, our Cashapp, our Ko-fi, and our Discord are all down there. And with that said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.